Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. And help! Oh, wait, wrong one. Help, help, I'm glued to this chair and I can't get up. I'm sorry. I tested out the animation sitting in the chair. It's just hilarious because they cut out the leg animation so he doesn't jump, and it looks like he's like, ah! I'm laughing at my own jokes. Okay. See, this is what it too far around, too fast. Here. What in the world? Oh, I'm in the wrong... Look at this, look at this. This is what he normally does, and it actually kind of, it's a little silly, but it just looks so funny in the chair. Okay. No, that's the thumbs up. And then, what? I guess because the thumbs up was animating the other arm, and so he only animated one arm. How many can you get going? So can I do a... Okay. Oh, I'm having way too much fun with that. All right, today we're gonna do some more serious stuff. We've got 2 refineries, which are doing a great job. They're all upgraded and whatnot. And I've got one little assembler over here who's very lonely. I've got him upgraded as far as I can, for the most part. And but we really actually need to get him some friends. I'm planning on just kind of lining a bunch of them up along the side of the bubble base here. And yeah, so I've got him working on all the parts for his friends there. And we're going to start off with a bunch of steel plate, as much as I can carry. There we go. Go back to that. And let's go ahead and head on out and... Oh, turn on the helmet. Alright. I went and grabbed some more iron so that we'd have plenty. Yeah, 187,000. That'll do. That'll do. Alright. So, here's what we're going to do. First of all, let's match up the color there. And let's make sure... I want to line... Nope. I want to line these guys up so that they all connect to each other. Oh, wrong direction. Like that. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. So we're going to do... I've got enough. I told it to make enough for 10. So we can do 5 and 5, and I'll do the others out here. And if I do these this way, then... And I'll show you why I do them this way. If I do them that way, then... Can't really... okay, I'll show you after they're completed. It's easier to see. But there's a reason I'm doing them that way. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I need to remove the little nose here. So these guys right here are holding that glass in place. So I have to remove one, and then put in the assembler the other way, like that. And then remove the other little nose here. There we go. Otherwise, those 4 plates would just fall out of the side. And then, is that the right way again? I kind of lost track. Yeah, that's good. All right. Now, all those will connect to each other, so I only have to keep the pipe in for 1. And it's just a matter of waiting for all the components to show up. And of course, we've got a ton of steel plate. And one of the reasons that I want all these assemblers is I'm going to be setting up each one of them for a different component, and they're going to automatically create those components when we run low. So another thing that Tim can do, our script that does all the moving and automation and whatnot. And unfortunately, just because of the way the game works, you have to have one assembler per item you want to be automatically crafted. And I'm not going to do all of them. There's some that just don't need to be automatically crafted. But but there's a lot that I do, like computers, displays, motors, construction components, and steel plate. All the things needed for an assembler. If I had this already in place, I wouldn't be waiting for the one assembler to finish those. And we'll upgrade all of them as well, because faster is better. All right. Oh, wow. I used all that steel plate. Nice. Okay. So, I guess I got to go inside now. Oh, no, I can get stuff up here. Yeah. So the next thing we're going to be doing, and I'll finish welding those in a minute. The next thing we're going to be doing is once we actually have a nice, like, set of things, you know, all the components that we need and whatnot, and we don't have to worry about making them and getting all the materials. We've got plenty of iron and everything now. I'm going to start making some bigger ships. I'm going to make a bigger drill ship so that we can bring in more stuff. And actually, you know, we can use some of the parts from our lander. I'm going to run over and grab the lander real quick. But I want to make some bigger ships, and I want to go out to maybe some asteroids. There's asteroids out there somewhere, and they have a lot more material. Well, I mean, I guess they have the same amount of materials as planets and moons and what's not. Ow! Oh, jeez. Yeah, I realized I was going too fast, and I tried to stop, and I didn't. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's do that again. So, asteroids are just kind of an easier way to get materials, and so I'm probably going to make... I have a design for a bigger ship that works really well. I'm very happy with it. I'm doing it, and I've got another game. Got a single-player game that I just play offline. I don't let you guys see because I want to spend a whole bunch of time on it. All right, let's get this guy back over to the base. Oh, let's turn on the engines. Turn on the engines before you... Okay, come on. Oh, right. No. What? Come on. What? Why can't I... What? Oh, the... Good grief. Let me guess. Yeah, okay. They're inverted now. So I gotta go in and find my landing gear and force them to unlock. There we go. Holy cow, I forgot how fast this thing is. Wow. Okay. Let's change the view. Now, where the heck is my base? Oh, it must be over here. Somewhere? Ha! Huh. Oh, I forgot my front windows are in backward. It's been a while. There's the base. Okay, let's try not to crash land into it. Okay. Okay, it's a little weird trying to line this up when all of your controls are kind of sideways. Oops, that's gonna block the buggy. I don't want to do that. Let's try this. That's a better spot. Alright, so if I do that, he didn't fall. Okay. I wonder how... Okay, I don't think... I think he's way... no, he's not too bad. I thought he was way tipped the wrong direction, but no, there you go. Alright, we got him nice and close now. We can do more with that later. For right now, let's go see how we're doing with... I hate this thing. I've got a new way to do this that I'm going to do later, but... There we go. Go ahead and take the helmet off. Oh. Oh, my body! Dang it. You know, I'm going to run back and get my body, and I'll be back in a minute. Body location. It's over there. There we go. Jeez. All right. Okay, we're back. We should have everything we need now to finish those up. No, we're not back. I'm going to finish those up, and then we'll be back. Do 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 do. A-dum-dum-da-da-dum. I need to fly up to the top and grab all the stuff out of the refinery. Okay, so we need construction components, computers, and motors. And displays. And more steel plate. Alright, well, our assembler's got some friends. Isn't it pretty? Whole bunch of assemblers. Alright, so now we're going to go and configure Tim up. The nice thing about Tim, the thing I love about Tim, is not only does he work really well, but he also, like, is super easy to configure. So, check this out. First of all, and this is just something I've learned, go to after you put in assemblers, go to production and see what the first thing on the top is. In this case, it is still the one that says assembler. Sometimes that can switch around. It's annoying, and there's no way to set the default, and it's annoying. So this one I want to leave alone. I don't want to automate that one, because if I ever want to create something that I haven't automated, then I don't want to have to go digging around trying to find one that's available. So let's go to the control panel, go to assembler 2, and we're going to call this one Tim space steel, and you'll note that it automatically changed up here at the top and in the name over here, but and this will change when I leave and come back. If I click and click, it automatically fills it in, because it's like, well, I know what you're talking about. Steel plates, come on. Next most common would be Tim / interior plate. Yep. And then Tim, let's see, interior plate, construction. Yep. And compute, oops. Tim computer. Wow. Okay. Tim motor. And we'll figure out the rest in a minute. So we're going to go over to production. And, one thing you'll maybe notice. Let's see. Yeah, so see how it says, so the block right now, steel plate is on, interior plate is off, construction is on, computer is off, and motor is off. And that's because Tim right now, you can see, if we look right here, is it's showing that construction and steel plate is below the recommended quota there. And so it's trying to create those. And so it's turned on those assemblers. And the other ones it's turned off because you don't need to be making those. So if I go to steel plate right now and I tell it to make, I'm going to check before I do that. I'm going to check this one that says enable or disable repeat mode. And then I'm going to tell it to make 100 steel plate. And it's going to start chewing through the steel plate. And as soon as it gets enough, and that might be a while, let me just see. Actually it's pretty close. See, it only needs another 20 more. So let me jump back over there so we can watch this happen. As soon as it gets above the quota, and it'll go to 101% of the quota, I believe, it will shut off any second now. Any second now. It's gonna just shut off any second. You know, as soon as I close this interface and go look at the screen to see if we're at the quota, that's when it's gonna shut off. Do it. Do it. Shut off. Do it. I'm gonna leave the interface. I'm gonna 900 and something. What are you doing? The quota is now 9. The quota is going up. The quota's, of course, the quota is going up because we're getting more stuff. It's still it's going to shut off any second, though. It is. I promise. Meanwhile, we'll go and set up the other ones. So this is interior plate. So I'm going to tell it to do 100. I've noticed when you have them fully upgraded, which I'm going to do later, 100 is good. Otherwise, you kind of turn on and turn off and turn on and turn off, and it's kind of annoying. That's still going. Okay. Computers and motors. And, of course, these aren't running, so... And it's say... Oh, look, steel plate shut off. We're going to go look. Ah. There, yeah. See, it's like actually like part way done with one. But as far as Tim's concerned, we have beat our quota, so it shut off, and it's going to be there. But if I come in and say, you know what? I want all that steel plate, it'll immediately start creating more. There you go. And when I throw it back, it stops because it's back above quota again. It's working on construction components, of course, because I run through those constantly. And let's see, what else are we going to need? I'll do them as I don't mind having a few spares for just in case later. So right now I've got 4 more that I can set up for automation, and then of course I can always add more to the end of this little line. But at least those 5 I'd never have to worry about, and then I can set up more. Cool. So next we're going to be making some larger things. I kind of want maybe a large welder. I want a bigger drill ship. I want so many things. I want a puppy. I want bricks of gold. Yeah, no, okay. What else? What else do I need? What else should we do next? Throw things in the comments. Right now, if you're going, come on, you need this, just put it in the comments. Just go down there right now. Like, you can pause the video. You pause the video and you can go down and you can write a comment and then you can come back and hit play. And that's cool. And then next time, I'll not be wandering around randomly thinking to myself, what am I going to do next? There's so many things to do. All right. I'm totally brain frozen now because I'm thinking about 1,000 different things. And I'm like super ADD if you haven't noticed. So I am going to pause my recording now and go read your comments in the future. And I'm going to read your mind on what you wanted me to do. So, yeah, that doesn't work, does it? All right, I'll be back in a second. All right. I realized something. Oh, that's the wrong size one. There we go. I've got all these large projects. Like, I want to make this really huge mining ship, and I want to make a pressurized docking bay that I can build ships in and actually put my huge mining ship into and put my little mining ship into, and hey, maybe even something big enough to dock that guy. No, probably not. Not that. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I would love to have a huge hangar and actually pressurize it, like right this direction. In order to do anything that large, we're definitely going to have a welding ship. There's just no way that I would hand weld that entire thing. That would be absolutely silly. So I'm going to do that, and that's what I'm going to work on right now, and I'm probably going to finish it off between episodes. And I've found that the best type of welding ship is basically built around a large container, because the more you can get inside that container, the less trips you have to make back and forth to make for the welder. Now, I will have it all set up with a connector so that when we hook up to the connector, it just pulls in everything it needs. And then while we're out welding, Tim will be creating more of those things, which would be nice. This will also help for when I do the upgrades on these guys, because I'm going to be throwing upgrades on all of them so they can build faster. And we can just weld them right up real fast. Anyway, so what we need is a large container, and I like to have 3 welders on the front. So we're going to need to do these guys. One thing to be aware of, welders require large connectors. See the little tiny connectors on the bottom, and then there's large connectors on the sides there. For mining, it's no big deal. All the ore can fit through a small connector. When you're using welders, however, some of these parts cannot. I'll show you some of the ones. I'm not sure exactly what the list is, but I know that large steel tubes cannot fit through a small connector. And several other ones, I think steel plates actually can't. I'm almost positive metal grid can't. Smaller things like computers and whatnot can. But you don't want to rely on only using those few things. So, oh yeah. Anyway, so we're going to throw some welders on this guy. 1, 2, 3. And they're all going to connect through these large conveyors into this large cargo container. Everything else on this ship is going to be built around this structure. And it's going to be pretty much just like the mining ship. It's going to have a whole bunch. It's going to have power. It's going to have a cockpit. It's going to have a whole bunch of thrusters on it. And it's going to have a lot of thrusters in order to lift all the components. And it's going to need gyros, an antenna, that kind of thing. So instead of making you watch me find just the right locations for everything and whatnot, I'm going to finish this off between episodes, and in the next episode I'll start off by showing you kind of some of the choices to give a little tour of that, and then we'll go out and do some welding. And I think I might start with a huge hangar, because I like hangars. Yeah, we'll see. I also want to try. I have never done a piston or rotor-based door before, and those are these doors are easy. You slap them in, they extend 2 blocks up, and then you put one on the other side, and it goes 2 blocks down. But if you've got a vehicle that is more than 4 blocks in all directions, there's no way to get it through that. And the vehicle that I'm thinking about using, I'm kind of thinking is going to end up being more than 4 blocks in every direction. So, yeah. I'm going to have to figure out a new door type, and I think I know what kind. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so that's enough for this time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for telling your friends, commenting, and all that kind of thing. And yeah, I'll see you next time on Epic Tech.